Good
Good morning, all of you.
morning, ma'am.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Beta, I told you to just wish me properly. Thank you. Good morning to all of you. We have started
Good
with
morning.
metallic properties, physical properties. What we did earlier was the hardness, that metals are very hard, they're tough. Second is, this is what we have to start today, lustrous. Isn't it better? Lustrous means shiny. What is the meaning of lustrous? Shiny. Start reading. Start reading.
Okay, ma'am. Lus-
Lustrous.
Lustrous. Metals have luster. This means they are shiny. Example: gold, copper, silver, iron, etc.
Okay. So metals are shiny. That means they have luster. You have the example. See,
Yes.
these are the copper vessels. You can see that, and this is a gold bars. See, they are shiny. Can you see that? So what we call that?
Yes, they are
They
shiny
have
like
luster.
gold.
Yes. So they have luster. They are lustrous. So gold is lustrous. Copper
Luster.
is lustrous. So all these metals have got the shiny properties. Next one is density. Read with us.
Density. Metals have high density. Example: iron, copper, gold, etc.
Read.
Dumble. Density. Most metals have a high density. Because of that, they feel heavy for the size.
So you understood now what is the density? Whenever you hold a metal, you find it heavy. That means what you will say? The density is high. You understand? So density is high for the metal. So that's why we feel it heavy. Why they are more? Why the density of more? Let's see. Read beta.
Structure of metals. Explanation. Metals have high density because there is little empty space between the a- atoms. Atoms are kept close together in a metal.
Okay. Now, why we say the density is high? Because there is no space in short in between them. So you can see these are the spaces, the very little spaces, and
Yes,
they're jam
little.
packed. They're jam packed. That means they're just very close to each other.
जुड़ गए
So, yes, so very close to each other. So there's no empty space, and hence the density is more because the atoms are more. The atoms are more in solids as compared to liquid and gaseous. You should know that. That's the reason why metals have got high density as compared to gas and liquid. You understand? Please close your mic.
Yes,
Put off your
ma'am.
mic.
Everyone mic is closed.
Now we have a melting and boiling point. Start.
melting and boiling point. Metals have high melting and boiling point. Example: iron, copper, gold, aluminium, etc.
So melting and boiling point means that when you melt any metal, you have to give lots of temperature, high temperature. So
बहुत
that
सारा.
means at yes, at low temperature, the metal does not melt. So you have to go beyond say 200 degrees Celsius or 300 degrees Celsius. So high a temperature you have to give to the metal so as to melt it. Now what you see over here, this is gold, beta. Do you see this?
Yes,
The
Okay.
gold is being. So
melting
you
the
have to give
gold.
lots of temperature. Yeah, you have to give lots of temperature to.
Hmm.
And this is a glass. Can you see this? The
Glass,
glasses
alu-
Which is
given here.
steel.
Steel glass it is. It's not aluminum. Okay. Now we'll see over here the physical properties. Now what is the meaning of physical properties, beta? How does it look like? What is physical properties? How
How
does
does
it
the
look
metal
like?
look like?
What are the features? That is what the features just now I said. Luster, yes. If it is triangle, square, does it look beautiful? These are the physical
yes,
properties. What are the chemical properties? What it is made up of. What it is made up of becomes the chemical property. So you got the difference between physical and chemical properties, beta?
Yes.
So physically, how does it look like? What is the appearance that is physical? And what is this made up of that is chemical? That is chemical properties. Any problem?
Yes. No.
No.
Okay. Let's start.
Okay. Physical
Physical
properties of
properties of
metals and non-metals. You know that the shape of the iron nail and the aluminium wire change on beating. If they were beaten harder, these could be changed into sheets. You might be familiar with silver foil used for decorating sweets. You must also be familiar with the aluminium foil used for wrapping food. The property of metals by which they can be beaten into thin sheets is called malleability. This is a characteristic property of metals. As you might have noticed, materials like gold and pencil lead
Lead.
do not lead do not show this property.
Well done, beta. Nicely you have read. So it's good. You're improving. Now you have seen iron nail. Let's take iron
Yes.
nail and let's take a aluminium wire. Okay, you know aluminium wire, copper wire, all these
हाँ
wires you
मैम.
know that. So take that and start beating with the hammer. What you'll see that cylindrical shape will become flat. Am I right? And if you keep on
Yes.
beating it harder, it will become like a flat object or sheet. Same way, you can see decoration of sweet items with silver foil on the laddus and on burfis. You get the silver foil.
yes.
Yes, okay, that is silver foil. Also, the aluminum foil that you are using at home to keep the food warm for the food wrapping. You get the aluminum foil parcel when you get
Foil
the,
paper,
the
yes.
parcel. You get in the aluminum foil. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Very
Now
good.
this is the property of metal that when you beat it, you can make it into sheet. Okay. This property is called as what is this called as beta?
Malleability.
Malleability. So what is the malleability meaning? It's the property by which you can make sheet by beating the metal, by beating the object. This property is known as malleability. It's a feature of metals. Remember that. It's a characteristic feature of metals. But if I'm asking you, what is this pencil lead? That lead is graphite. What is this beta? This lead is graphite. It is made up of graphite, which is not
Right.
metal. Which is not metal. Remember that.
What is that?
Yeah, pencil lead is graphite. It's not a metal. It is
क्या
non-metal.
है वो?
Arey Baba, it is a substance. It's an object. It is made up of carbon. Just hear what I am saying better. I cannot go in detail because it is not in your syllabus. Got my point? So I just said, if I say it is made up of carbon, will you understand? Hello, Sufyan.
Yes, ma'am.
If
Yes,
I say it
ma'am.
is made of carbon, will you understand? No, no, because that is in ninth standard. So
हाँ.
what I said just now, it is
I
made up of
understood.
graphite. It is made up of graphite. Graphite is a type of non-metal. That's all. Full stop. Okay? Because if you go in detailing, then there's no end to it.
It's too long.
Yeah, it's too long. Now, graphite, it is a type of carbon. The carbon has got three types. What are they? What are they, beta? Carbon is of three types. Can you tell me
Yes.
what are they? One is coal, second is diamond, and the third is graphite. Have you understood this much? Hello?
Yes.
Coal, diamond, graphite. They are carbon types. Coal is black, you know that. Diamond is a precious stone, gem, and the graphite, which you use in lead. They have got all different properties, but they are made up of carbon. Now, this pencil lead is a non-metal, and the coal is also non-metal. The pencil lead and coal, they are made up of carbon. Now, if you beat it, you hammer it, what will happen?
They will turn into eggs,
Yes, it will
turn into powder.
Yes, it will break into pieces. For example, your pencil, if it falls down, your pencil lead breaks. Yes, yes or no? Yes or
Yes.
no? Yeah, that's it. If with the from your hand, if the metal falls down, will it break? No. But if I hammer a coal piece, it will break into pieces. Am I right? Am I right, beta? So you got the difference? You can hammer the metal into thin sheet, which is called as malleability. Whereas if you try to do the same thing with the non-metal, it breaks into pieces. There's a difference between metal and non-metal. Is it clear to all of you? Is it clear with all of you?
Yes, ma'am. Same here.
What do you see over here?
Hammer and a pin.
Yes.
Just nail.
Understood.
Just nail. Okay. Now read.
Take a small iron nail, a piece of thick aluminium wire, and a pencil lead. Beat the iron nail with a hammer, but take care that you don't hurt yourself in the process. Try to hit, try to hit hard. Hit hard also the aluminium wire. Then repeat the same kind of treatment on the coal piece and pencil lead. Record your observations.
Okay. Tell me what will happen. I've almost shown you. We have already done it in the earlier slide. But now you tell me. You explain.
It will break into pieces.
What word? See, say one by one. First you say iron nail. What will happen?
It will break into pieces.
Iron nail will break into pieces, right?
Yeah.
Iron nail will break into pieces, isn't it? Right? Children, all of you agree?
Yes.
Iron nail
Yes.
will break into pieces.
Yes.
All of you agree? Iron nail will break into pieces. This is
Yes.
what you learned. This is what you learned.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
This is what you learned. Huh? This is what you learned, beta. That when you beat iron nails, it will break into pieces.
Ma'am, it will bend.
I mean, do you
It
hear what
will
I am
turn
saying?
into sheet.
How
It
can you
will
give
turn
an
into
answer without
sheet.
understanding?
Ma'am, I didn't answer. Sufyan was answering.
Ma'am, Sahil answered that it will bend.
No, you
Yes,
said
ma'am,
that.
it will bend.
It will bend. That is right. It will be
Oh,
flat. It will flat.
It will turn
But
into sheet.
Sufyan, you answered me that it will break into pieces. Strange, you read it out and you are giving me a wrong answer. Now say one by one. I'm reading out the names. Say one by one what's going to happen. A coal piece. Close your mic. Mute your mic.
मैम ये अमन है.
Close your mic.
मैम ये अमान है.
म्यूट कर म्यूट.
What will happen to coal piece?
whole piece will break.
Will break into pieces. A piece of thick aluminum wire.
Not break.
Okay, flat. It will flatten.
Yes.
Pencil lead.
Break.
Very good. So you understood? Now if I
Yes.
say iron nail and
Bend.
aluminum wire, they are metal, isn't it, beta? They are metal.
Yes.
And coal piece and pencil lead, they are non-metal. Have you understood this much?
Yes.
All of you?
Yes.
Now read the observation. Sahil, read the observation. Nicely.
Yes, ma'am. Observation. You saw that the shape of the iron nail and the aluminium wire changed on bending,
Beating.
beating. If they were beaten hardened, these could be changed into sheets. You might be familiar with silver foil using for decorating sweets.
Used for.
used for decorating sweets. You must also be familiar with the aluminium foil used for wrapping food. The property of metals by which they can be beaten into thin sheets is called metallability. This is a characteristic property of metals, as you must have noticed. Materials like coal and pencil lead do not show this property.
Thank you. Well done. I think Sahil, did you enjoy reading it?
Yes,
Because I did not stop you in between, remember? That means you have
yes.
improved. As simple as that. Right, beta? Okay. Now, we have what is the observation? It shows that the iron nail and the aluminum wire, when you beat it, it changes its shape. The more you beat, it will change into sheets. Now, this is also observed in silver foil for decoration and aluminum foil for wrapping food. That has been observed. So, it's beaten into sheet. This property of metal changing into sheet is called as malleability. What it is called, beta? Malleability. So it's a feature of metal, a very characteristic property of metals. And this is not observed in non-metals. Is it clear? Is it clear, beta?
Yes, ma'am, clear.
Now let's see what exactly is malleability. That's why I've taken this slide. Read, beta.
Malleability. Metals are malleable, that is, they can be beaten into thin sheets with hammer. Example: iron, copper, gold, aluminium, etc.
Okay. Now you can see over here, this aluminum foil. Yes, beta? It's
Yes,
aluminum foil. And here what it is?
gold sheets.
Understand? For the covering. So you know that when we beat any metal, we can flatten it into thin sheets. Example: iron, copper, gold, aluminium. Now this is the second features that we are going to work on is conductivity. Read written.
Conductivity. Can you hold a hot metallic pan which is without a plastic or a wooden handle and not get hurt? Perhaps not. Why? Try to list some other experiences in which a wooden or plastic handle protects you from being hurt while handling hot things. On the basis of these what can you say about the conduction of heat by wood and plastic? You must have seen an electrician using his screwdriver. What kind of handle does it have? Why? Let us find out.
Fine. Now what is the meaning of conductivity? Conductivity means whether it is a conductor or not. Conductor means whether it allows the heat or electricity to pass through. That is called conductor. All of you understood? Now
Yes.
your mama is cooking in the kitchen, right? So there's a metallic pan. Now there's no plastic or wooden handle and you have to hold the pan. Can you do that? Can you just touch the pan? No,
No.
because we'll be burnt. We'll be burnt. Right, beta?
Yes.
So to give us protection, the pan is given a wooden or plastic handle. Why? Because
Yes.
they are bad conductor of heat. What are they, beta? Bad conductor of heat. So we can hold it, the pan with the help of wooden or plastic handle. Is this clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, even wood is an insulator, plastic is an insulator of heat. So you can use wooden handle or plastic handle to be on the safer side, save us. Also, sometimes you have seen if you have a screwdriver at home, just also go home and if you are already at home, observe the screwdriver. What sort of covering it has at one end? Find it out. You must have seen that the
And
electrician.
pliers also.
Yes, beta, pliers also, exactly. So electrician, they when they use the screwdriver, the handle, they touch the handle, they don't touch the metallic part because if they touch the metallic part, they can get the
Shock.
electric shock. Exactly, because the metal is a good conductor of electricity, whereas the hard plastic, the plastic coating at the end of the screwdriver is called the handle of the screwdriver. When you hold it with that, you are safe. You understand? Because plastic is a bad conductor of heat. Any problem?
No.
Any problem, beta?
No.
So this is the electric circuit. Can you see this, beta? This is an
Yes.
electric circuit. Read.
You know how to make an electric circuit to test whether electricity can pass through an object or not. You might have performed the activity with various objects. Now repeat the activity with the materials. Observe and group these materials into good conductors and poor conductors.
Fine. You may be in seventh standard a little bit of electric circuit maybe was taught to you how to make electric circuit and to test whether the objects that you are taking is a good conductor of electricity or not. What do we do, beta? Here, what are we using? What is this, beta?
Pin,
Nail. What is this?
nail,
Nail. Iron nail. Instead of iron nail, I can use refill. I can use wood. Yes? Hello? Are you understanding what we
Yes.
can use? Different types of items here and see whether the circuit is complete or not. Now, if I take wood, do you think the bulb will glow? No. So that means the circuit is complete, but the wood is not allowing the electricity to pass through. So it is a poor conductor of electricity. Is it clear to all of you?
yes,
Yes.
Yes? See here the bulb is glowing. Can you see this bulb? It is
Yes.
glowing because it is a metal is a good conductor of electricity. Now if you take non-metal,
Ma'am,
it is a poor
I
conductor
have
of
tried
electricity.
the electromagnetic activity at
That is
home.
different, beta. Yeah, that is different.
No, I am just
Electromagnetism
telling.
is totally okay. That's nice of you
You,
then. If you're doing it very well, very
you
well.
observe that iron rod, nail, and copper wire are good conductors, while rolled sulfur pieces and
Sulfur.
sulfur pieces and coal pipes are poor conductors. Throughout these, we can come to know that which of the metals are poor conductors and which are good conductors.
Okay. What you saw by doing this circuit activity that iron rod, nail, copper wire, they are good conductors of this. They are all metals. Yes, beta. Whereas non-metals like sulfur pieces and coal pieces, they are poor conductors. Is it clear from this activity? So what is the difference now? That the metals are good conductors and non-metals are bad conductors. Is it clear? Is it
Yes.
clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now read. Hello.
legally explained.
Read better.
Metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. That is, allow heat and electricity to pass through it easily. Example: gold, copper, silver, iron, etc.
Okay. What does that mean? Just now I taught you. It's in the same way, but I'm showing you with the other slide that metals are generally good conductors of heat and electricity. That means it is allowing the heat and electricity to pass through it. Example, gold, copper, silver, iron. Here you can see this. What is this? These are all metallic wires. Clear? Is it clear, beta?
Yes.
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 So these are all metallic wires.
Yes.
So electricity is passing through it. The towers here.
And
Now,
pure
metals.
silver is the most conductive of electricity,
Okay.
best
This
conductor
is
of electricity.
okay. This is the metallic pan and heat. So it is a good conductor of heat. You understand now? The food is cooked. So in two ways it has been shown that it is a good conductor of heat and electricity. So first one is heat and second one is electricity. Is it clear? Is it clear, beta?
Yes.
Yes. Now ductility. What is the meaning of ductility, beta? Heat.
Ductility. Metals are ductile, that is, they can be drawn into thin wires. Example gold, copper, silver, iron, etc.
Ductility is a phenomena, is a property of the metal by which it can be drawn into thin wires. Now you can see over here. You see this thin wires? Hello.
Yes.
Yes, so it can be drawn into thin wires. This is the ductility process. Here also you can see this. Can you see this?
Yes.
Yes. So this is the ductility property. Any problem?
No man.
Read.
Ductility. Where do you find the use of aluminium and copper
I
wires?
Let
Have
him
you seen
finish this.
wires
Next
of
slide you
gold?
take.
read.
Next
Definitely
slide.
not. The property of metal by which it can be drawn into wire is called ductility.
Okay. Now, where do we find this use of aluminum and copper wires? You know that in cables. Where do we find this use of wires? In the cables. Now, have you ever seen wires of coal?
What man?
Have you seen wires of coal?
No.
No, exactly. Why? Because they don't have the property.
Because this is a non-metal.
Yes, they are non-metal, so you cannot draw it into wires. So, metal to be drawn into wire is called as ductility. The other property that we are going to see is sonorousness. It's a ringing sound.
The things made of metals produce ringing sounds when struck hard. Since metals produce ringing sounds, they are said to be sonorous. Have you seen wooden bells in temples? Can you give reasons?
Now, anything which makes a ringing sound when you strike it, when you hit it, so obviously metals. Metals always produce a ringing sound, and this property is known as sonorousness. So they are said to be sonorous. Now, in temples, for example, which type of bells do we have? Is it wooden bells or metallic bells, Beta?
Metallic.
Gold.
Metallic bells. Now you understand then? Because
Ah,
wooden bells will not ring, only metallic bells will ring. Is it clear?
yes.
Read. Same thing, but revision part. Read, Beta.
Sonorous. Metals are sonorous. It means make
Sonorous.
sound
Metals
when
are
hit
sonorous.
with
It
an
makes
No, let
object.
Sahil let Sahil carry on, Beta. We have already done 2 or 3 slides.
sonorous. Metals are sonorous in many means it makes sound when hit with an object. Example bells, strings of guitar, etc.
Now, sonorous means you know that it makes sound when hit with an object. Now, this is the bell. Can you see this bell? So, this is the bell. Next is the guitar. Can you see this guitar, Beta?
Yes.
The wires are metallic. Yes. So, strings of guitar is metallic and it gives a sound. Now we come to the physical properties of non-metals. Physical properties of metals are over. Do you want to ask me any question? Boys, do you want to ask me any question,
No.
Beta?
No.
Now we are going to work on physical properties of non-metals. Yes. Say.
Malleability. Non-metals are not malleable, but They are brittle, break easily. Example: sulfur, phosphorus, etc.
Now, it shows that the non-metals are not malleable. They break into pieces, so they are not malleable. Okay. Next,
Density. Non-metals generally have low density. Example: hydrogen, carbon, and etc.
metals had high density, low, and non-metals have low density. Next,
Hardness and softness. Non-metals are generally soft. Example: carbon, phosphorus, etc.
metals are hard, non-metals are soft. Next,
Conductor of
Conductor of
heat
heat
and
and electricity.
electricity. Non-metals
Non-metals
are
are
generally
generally
bad
bad
conductors
conductors
of
of
heat.
heat. And
Example:
electricity.
iodine,
Example,
neon,
iron and lead.
etc.
so non-metals are bad conductors of heat and electricity that we know, and metals are strong, very good conductors of heat and electricity. That you can say this is helium and this is iodine. Okay, these are non-metals.
Observation after activities. After performing the above activities, we can say that some materials are hard, lustrous, malleable, ductile, sonorous, and good conductors of heat and electricity. The material which generally possesses these properties are called metals. The example of metals are iron, copper, aluminium, calcium, magnesium, etc. The contrast metals like coal and sulfur are soft and dull in appearance. They break down into powdery mass and dropping and tapping with hammer. They are not sonorous and are poor conductors of heat and electricity. These materials are called non-metals. The example of non-metals are sulfur, carbon, oxygen, phosphorus.
Now, this whatever we have learned about the metals and non-metals, this has been put into one slide. The activities that we have seen earlier, now we can come to a conclusion that some materials, for example, metals, they are hard, lustrous, malleable, ductile, sonorous, good conductors of heat and electricity. Now, these are called as, what are they called as, beta? What are they called as?
These are called metals.
So metals are hard, lustrous, malleable, ductile, sonorous, good conductors of heat and electricity. This is the property of metals. Is this clear to all of you? Hello? Is it clear to all of you? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Now, what are the examples? They are iron, copper, aluminum, calcium, magnesium. These are the metals. Now we come to non-metals. Example of non-metals, coal, sulfur. They are not shiny, they are dull, and they are soft. These are the properties of non-metals. And also soft, dull, and also they break.
Yes.
When you use hammer, they break into pieces. Not sonorous, poor conductors of heat and electricity. Okay, so what are these objects known as? Non-metals. What are they known as, beta? Non-metals. What is the example of non-metals? Sulfur, carbon, oxygen, phosphorus. Any problem?
No problem.
So we come to the close of today's session. I hope you
Okay,
understood.
ma'am.
I hope you understood properly, beta.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
So have a nice day. And today itself, I'll be sending you the PDF of lesson number 3. along with LQs. Is clear? Start learning right away.
Ma'am, when
Yes,
will you
beta.
send the answers of the test?
What?
When will you send the
No, it will
answers
be no.
of
We are not going to answers of
no?
then
Ah,
marks.
ah.
The marks will be sent to the head teacher, beta.
What?
Okay? It will be submitted to the head teacher. Okay? Bye. Okay, bye, beta.
Bye, ma'am. Bye.
Bye, ma'am. Bye, ma'am. Have a nice day.
Bye, निकली जाना